About 2.5 million years ago, our planet entered a dramatic, frigid chapter, the Pleistocene Epoch. This is the era known as the Ice Age, a world where colossal beasts coexisted with the earliest members of the human lineage. Beginning 2.58 million years ago, the primary driver was the Milankovitch cycles. Subtle shifts in Earth's orbit and axial tilt affected the amount of solar energy reaching the planet, initiating cycles of cold and warmth. During glacial periods, massive ice sheets covered nearly 30% of continental land masses, like North America and Europe. These ice layers were miles thick, fundamentally reshaping our world. This massive lockup of water in ice caused sea levels to plummet by as much as 120 meters. This drop exposed crucial land bridges, such as Beringia, connecting Asia and the Americas, a vital migration route for both animals and early humans. The climate was intensely cold and arid. This caused vast forests to retreat, replaced by immense grasslands known as the Mammoth Steppe. This huge, cold prairie became the food base for the megafauna, the giant beasts of the age. The key residents of this cold steppe were the megafauna, animals significantly larger than their modern counterparts. Their survival strategy relied on massive size and thick, insulating coats of fur. Most famous among them was the woolly mammoth. Their huge, curved tusks were used for sweeping away snow to reach vegetation. Coexisting with them was the mastodon, a separate species that mainly roamed North America's forests. Among the predators, the most terrifying was the saber-toothed cat, Smilodon. Its massive dagger-like canines made it an icon of the carnivorous world. They were specialized for taking down large prey like mastodons and bison quickly. Further south, the giant ground sloth, Megatherium, roamed. They could grow as large as elephants and stand on their hind legs to reach high branches for foliage. The glyptodonts were car-sized armadillos, protected by a solid bony shell. Alongside them were the dire wolves, larger and more robust predators, known for hunting in formidable packs than modern gray wolves. Every continent had its giants. Australia featured the giant wombat, Diprotodon, and the enormous reptile, Megalania. This proves the diverse adaptability of life during this epoch. Alongside these giants, the first members of our own genus, Homo, emerged in Africa around 2.5 million years ago. They were a different kind of creature, namely Homo habilis, the handy man. This species developed larger brains than their predecessors and were the first to reliably create and use stone tools, a pivotal step in human evolution. These tools defined the Oldowan culture, simple, handheld stone choppers. They gave early humans the essential ability to butcher carcasses and extract calorie-rich marrow from animal bones. Initially, these hominins were not apex predators. They were opportunistic scavengers, quickly moving in to collect meat from carcasses left by larger carnivores. Quick wits were their primary survival tool. Over time, human ancestors learned to control fire. Fire not only provided warmth, but also kept predators at bay and allowed them to cook meat, making it easier to digest, fueling rapid brain development. 20,000 years ago, during the peak of the last glacial maximum, modern humans, Homo sapiens, had spread across much of the globe. They developed complex tools and hunting strategies to survive this extreme cold. But around 15,000 years ago, as temperatures began to rise, time ran out for the giants. Rapid climate change severely shrunk their traditional grazing lands. What caused this massive megafauna extinction? The debate continues. Did climate change weaken them? Or was the arrival of humans on every new continent, followed by rapid extinction, the overkill hypothesis? Likely, it was both. Today, the silent absence of these giants reminds us of that different Earth. Only elephants, rhinos, and others remain, the last descendants of that immense history. This was a world of ice and giants, which ultimately set the stage for the rise of modern humanity.